Well, we talked about trying to cut back on our turnovers, challenge our point guards, to play better. I thought Wendell and Zepp were terrific tonight. I thought that, we're best when everybody contributes. We got 30 off the bench tonight. And, we got good play from Devin and good play from Jalen and great play from Wendell coming off the bench. And Dylan was good off the bench. Our bench was terrific, which is important. We got to get that on the road now. Obviously, Zepp shot it really well. I had a conversation with him last couple of days about trying to be more aggressive offensively. And it's funny, I really think I had to talk to him about it to get him to look at the basket a little bit more. But obviously, he's a good shooter, and he's just such an unselfish kid. And I had to encourage him just to be a little bit more aggressive. And he certainly was. And the good thing is he stayed out of foul trouble. And the good thing is I was able to have him out there longer and let him defend. He's one of our best defensive guards. And so that was really, really, really encouraging to see.
Conversation with him. What was it that kind of prompted you to do that at this point in the season, ahead of this game, that kind of prompted you to say, hey, go look for your shot and be a little more aggressive?
I just think he's such an unselfish kid that it actually took that conversation because he was deferring so much and, didn't want him to, afraid to miss or make a mistake. And that's just not how you can play the game. And he's so confident defensively. I just wanted him to know I believed in him offensively, and I think we would be better for it. And we were. I mean, look, Zepp made the shots. Zepp made the plays. He's played well against Ole Miss twice. He played well against them there too. Credit to our league. When our league can, put a team out there like Ole Miss that's going to finish near the bottom of our league because they've had injuries, illness. It's been a tough year as far as their roster is concerned. Kermit Davis, a great coach, he gets them to compete, and they played hard. They hung in there, and so we are getting really close to March, and we got a long way to go as far as starting to play better. We're not where we want to be. The good news is we know there's room to get better.
Coach, it was a solid win tonight. What are some of the things that you saw tonight out of the team that are going to need to be adjusted as the postseason draws closer?
Well, I thought we did a better shooting the ball. We made 9 threes, and we had, Jamari made 1, didn't have a great shooting night. Zepp made 4. Wendell made 3. Chandler made 1, which was great. Love seeing that at the end of the game for Chandler. Love the reaction of the bench. Those kids work so hard. They work so hard. All week long, he's Matthew Morrell. Right? And he got in there. Dylan Carwell with a nice assist. We didn't turn over as much. I thought we had a little better offensive execution. And I thought our guards had to work really hard defensively against Ole Miss. Now we got to go to Knoxville on Saturday, obviously against one of the best teams in the league, and so we're going to have to step up pretty significantly.
You mentioned the sum of the parts. I think 10 guys scored. Nobody played more than 28 minutes. Is that kind of the effort you're talking about when you're talking about some of the parts? Because everybody made a play.
Yep, that's it. A balanced scoring, more balance of the minutes, more balance of the shots, and that's when we play best. So it was good. That was good to see. That was encouraging.
Justin Ferguson, how important was it to have Walker kind of have one of his games like with the blocks and the defensive effort that he had?
Well, it was big. Walker with 8 blocks. He almost had another triple-double with 2 more blocks. It's just crazy the impact that he has. Brooks is a good player, but we not. It's funny. Kind of the rest of the way, we need that from Walker. I told him after the game I want more.
talked about, just sort of missing some of the open shots in recent games. How much have you just sort of wanted to emphasize the repetition with that, and how helpful is it to see Wendell make his first three-pointers of this game?
We've been teasing Wendell big time. He and Jabari always shoot before the game, and I told him, I said, that actually used to be a competitive event. Now it's no contest when you can't even challenge Jabari. He looked over at me, and so I think he and Zep both stepped up to the challenge in a big way.
Bias, Wilborn?
Hey Bruce, a couple things that you just mentioned about teasing with about the shooter. How fun is it that you have a group of guys that you can get after a little bit that way? Also, what does it mean to celebrate Kessler breaking the all-time block record, and tell me about the pin you have on?
Oh, this is I thought that that you asked me 3 questions, Tobias, so I'm trying to keep track of all my questions here. This is about literacy and reading and things along those lines, and we wear it like once a year as educators. Being a coach, I've had the opportunity to travel all over our country, and we got the greatest country in the world, but the haves have way too much access to the education and than the have-nots, and that's got to be worked on. And so the whole thing as far as being able to read and write and literacy, and put a focus on that. All of our kids deserve the same opportunities, and they're just not always available. Inner city, rural America, different places. So that's what the pin is all about. The kids, they hold each other accountable. They hold each other accountable, and they've been terrific.
In Kessler's box, I'm sorry, Kessler breaking the shot by record.
What about it?
Kessler breaking the shot by record at all.
We didn't talk about it afterwards. We just did. So I'm on to Tennessee. Walker's the best shot blocker I've ever coached. Probably gonna be the best I've ever. He's probably the best shot blocker I will ever coach. And after the game, I told him I want more.
Over to Brian Matthews.
Hi, Bruce. What would it mean to you guys, this team, if Zep can continue his scoring down the stretch and going into the postseason?
Well, it certainly gives us greater balance. It certainly changes our ball screen offense. You got to guard him behind that ball screen, and that was important. So it definitely makes us harder to guard, and takes a little pressure off of everybody.
Coach, you got 3 games left in the regular season. Your next matchup is at Tennessee. How's the team doing in terms of stamina? You mentioned resting them a few weeks ago. How's the team holding up?
I think they're doing okay. I think now they kind of could see the forest for the trees, where a couple weeks away from the SEC tournament, 3 weeks away from the NCAA tournament, they see it, and regardless of their fatigue or how long a season's been, I think we're through the grind. Now we're getting ready to get to postseason. I think they definitely it's time for a second wind. I think the grind is over. We may not be playing. We may not play as well, or we may lose. But I don't think at this point it's going to be because of the grind of the season. I think that's been the last few weeks.
All right, guys, that's all we got time for. Coach, we appreciate it.
Thank you.